Welcome into Hoops and Five. I'm your host, PJ Glasser. We got a great show for you guys coming up today, recapping the first four games that we had from Dayton last night. Also give you a best bet in that SMU and Miami, Ohio game. And I'll talk about 8 of my favorite plays, some leans in that awesome Thursday slate that we have in the first round of March Madness. Let's get started. Last night, battle of the 16 seeds between UMBC and Howard, and this was actually a really entertaining game. Both teams shot the ball well from the field. Both teams shot the ball well from three-point range. Howard led this game by as many as 14 points. They were pretty much in control the entire way. UMBC had a late look to try and send the game to OT, but it did not go, and the Howard Bison get their first win in NCAA tournament history. They'll take on Michigan on Thursday. We also had a great game between the 11 seeds, NC State and Texas. This game would also come down to the wire. Not exactly the shooting that we had in the UMBC and Howard game. NC State shot the ball 37% from the field. Texas shot the ball 39% from the field. But it did come down to the very, very end. And with less than 5 seconds left, Tremont Mark, who had a couple of big shots in the final minute, hits this one with Dickie V and Charles Barkley on the call. A dramatic finish and 2 great games to start the NCAA tournament. Texas will now take on BYU. Cougars an early 1.5-point favorite in that matchup. All right, let's get into the full Thursday slate that we have. Some great games that should be upcoming here tomorrow. Let's start with the 8-9 matchup in the East region, TCU and Ohio State. Buckeyes a 2.5-point favorite in this game. Winner likely going to take on Duke, who plays Siena. I like TCU in this game, plus 2.5. I think the Big 12 is a better league than the Big 10. You have to look at those kinds of things in these matchups. Tight point spreads. Which conference do you like better? Both teams playing good basketball coming into the tournament, and both teams show the ability to play up to the level of their competition, especially TCU, who was great on neutral floors this year, lost to Michigan by 4. They beat Florida. They beat Wisconsin. I like TCU to win that game. I think they can give Duke a game in the second round as well. How about Troy? We're going to take them plus the points against Nebraska. I think the Cornhuskers win the game, but they have never ever won a game in the NCAA tournament. Do you really think it's going to be easy? Do you really think they're going to win by 15 or 20 points? I do not. I think they win, but I think they win by single digits. I'll take Troy plus the number. USF taking on Louisville. This has been a very popular upset. A lot of people on South Florida. It's easy to see why. Louisville head coach Pat Kelsey, 0-5 straight up, 0-5 against the spread as a head coach in March Madness. That could continue on Thursday. I do like USF plus the points. I don't know if I can take a money line, but I'll grab the 5.5 with the Bulls. An upset I do like is High Point. I'll take them plus the 10.5. I'll also take them on the money line, plus 400 against the Badgers. You have Wisconsin, who's one of the best teams at taking care of the ball and one of the best three-point shooting teams, against High Point, who leads the country in steals. There's not a Big Ten team in the top 100 in steals forced per game. I think the ball pressure of High Point, the three-point variance of Wisconsin, that's in favor of High Point in a game like this where you're trying to pull off the upset. Most would agree Wisconsin's one of those teams losing the first round or has the capability to make a deep run. I think the Badgers got to be careful. I'll take High Point plus the points and on the money line as well. I also like McNeese in the 5-12 game to keep it close against Vandy, plus 11.5. I think Vandy's got a chance to do some damage in that South region, maybe even make a potential Final Four run. I think they're a really good team. I love their backcourt, Tyler Tanner and Duke Miles. But McNeese, much like High Point, one of these 12 seeds, really good defensively. Their guards force turnovers. They get steals. They've gotten blown out. They got blown out to Gonzaga a couple years ago, pulled the upset against Clemson last year. I think they keep this game close against Vandy. Arkansas and Hawaii, I'll lay it with the Hogs and Darius Acuff in this game. Hawaii's defense, they pride themselves on one-on-one defense. They really don't help. They have a lot of size down low, so they trust their guards to stay in front. If the other team drives in, then the defense is there, but they don't really help. They don't trap. That sounds like a nightmare against Darius Acuff. I'll take Arkansas minus 14.5. I'll also take St. Mary's minus 3.5 against Texas A&M. This is what the tournament is all about. Team like St. Mary's that wants to slow it down versus A&M at Buckyball that wants to full court press the entire game. I'll take the slow, methodical St. Mary's, who's the best free throw shooting team in the country, which could come in handy in a game like this. Give me the Gales -3.5. Also take Georgia -1.5 against St. Louis. Billikens have really struggled here down the stretch, and Georgia, one of the best offenses in the country. They play at a very fast pace. I think Georgia gets the best of St. Louis. Give me the Dogs -1.5. And then my best bet tonight out in Dayton, going to be like a home game for Miami of Ohio. This line was as high as 9. We're down to 6.5. I still think getting over the 2 possessions is a good number with Miami of Ohio. SMU does not play any defense. Miami, Ohio can really shoot it. I think it's going to be a close game. Give me the Redhawks +6.5 against SMU. That'll do it for Hoops in 5. Best time of the year, best day of the year tomorrow in March Madness. Enjoy it. We'll see you guys soon.